You need lashes and glue and some tweezers and some tape. It is scary when somebody sneezes and you got sharp tools close to their eye. That is true. It's just like if you started tennis today. You're not going to pick up a tennis racket and be Serena Williams tomorrow. And you will have a lot of clients coming in. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Joydan. Today's video, y'all really love first video, the beginner lash tech tips video. So these are just some tips that I wish I had when I first started off, and just to help y'all, because I know it's a lot of beginners watching me. Comment down below if you are a beginner, an aspiring lash artist, or if you've been in this industry for a while. So I really want to know who my audience is, because what tea do I need to give y'all? Because if I need to give the tea to the beginners, then I can give the tea to y'all. But if I need to give the tea to the vets over here, I got y'all. Because there's some stuff that I don't even talk about on this channel that's literally not even for beginners to even be worried about. But if I have my advanced lash techs, please let me know, because I could drop something for y'all real quickly. Because we could chat. We could chat. I feel like the video where I did the problems in the lash industry and the beauty industry, I feel like that was for us. But yeah, y'all already know the online lash training and ebooks are down below. I do have the Boss Babe bundle available, so that is all of my ebooks for $100. The mentorship, when y'all see this, I do have the wait list finally open, so you can go to my site and sign up for the wait list, and it will just tell you what's going to be included in the mentorship, so you can know what to get ready for. Yeah, I do have the building clientele course coming out on Christmas. So if you are watching this video, what I'm gonna do for y'all, and I'm gonna put it at the end of the video, but I will give y'all a discount code for that course when it actually drops. It drops on Christmas. So this is going to be a course on how to build clientele in 90 days. It's super simple, super easy. It's gonna be modules on what to actually do, but I have faith in myself and my skills and my marketing skills that I know what to tell you to do to gain your clientele in 3 months. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So these are just some beginner tips to help you thrive in this industry, because it can be really rough out here if you don't have anybody to guide you and help you, because it's a lot. You're gonna have a lot of people telling you what to do and what they recommend. Do what's best for you, but these first 10 people are going to be your foundation. I always tell all of my students, you need to be running a special for these 10 people, so you can call them models, or you can go off like I did and these are your first 10 clients. Like, I wasn't taking no models. My opinion is, if they're a model, they're getting a free service. Some people might look at it as a discounted service. So after you figured out your prices, your regular prices, so let's say you took a lash class last week and you about to start, you need to come up with what you want to be charging 3 months from now, 6 months from now. These are going to be your regular prices that you have set. Whatever this regular price is needs to be on your flyer at a discounted rate. I'm always going to recommend starting off and charging, but I'm never going to say start off charging regular prices. Always charge, but charge at a discounted rate, whether that be $50, $80, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to recommend that your first 10 people needs to be paying you, because that's going to put more pressure on you as a beginner, instead of, oh, I got 10 of my friends coming in the next week and you just gonna be lollygagging and they not paying you. You need to have paying people, whether you know them or not. I mean, you know, if you want to have your friends and family come and do 2 or 3 people for free, that's cool. But when you get that first paying client that you don't know, that you got off of social media or Groupon or wherever you got that first client from, and she's paying you, you're gonna put more pressure on yourself to do good on her compared to doing your sister or your aunt or somebody. So that's why I recommend that. Please take 10, not 5, but 10. I need you to take 10 pictures and videos of each set. I say this a lot. I've said it in videos before. I've seen it happen where I will say this and y'all will be like, oh, I did probably like 30 clients, and y'all don't even have 30 pictures. You didn't even take 1 picture of each client. If you did 30 people, you should have 300 pictures and videos. This is what I'm saying. They don't have to be on Instagram. You need to be able to track your progress, number 1, and number 2, you need content. Just make sure y'all getting the content. I don't know which video it's in, y'all. You're just gonna have to go back and look. But I gave you the 10 pictures and videos, like the examples from which angles and what videos you need to be taking to get 10. Because people are like, well, I can't get 10. That's so much. Like, no, it's quick. These people are your foundation. This is to build up your portfolio. You can do 10 people at $50. You made $500. More than likely, that's making at least part of your training back. So at that point, you've made your money back and you built up your Instagram to where now you can possibly run Instagram ads and things like that. Please do not BS these 10 people or just say, oh, I'm just gonna get family members, I'm just gonna get friends. Because I've noticed the people who do that, I'm not gonna say they don't succeed, but it usually don't work out as good for them as somebody else who literally just start passing out flyers and then the next week have strangers laying on a lash bed. So it's up to you if you wanna charge or not charge. I'm gonna recommend that you charge, but please get some strangers on the lash bed. Don't just be doing a whole bunch of family members. Those are not the people that's gonna be supporting you in the end anyway. I mean, they will, but not all of them. Just be careful with that, okay? The second tip is gonna be utilize Groupon. I teach this in all of my classes. This is a big secret, I guess people don't know, but you can use Groupon and not actually have Groupon taking money from you. I'm not gonna give y'all all the sauce on how to do that. If you know how to do it, then you know, but that is definitely saved for my girls in the mentorship. They are gonna take a percentage out if you go through Groupon. Let's say you're doing a set for $50 special, at least go up $10 to $20 on Groupon. So on Groupon, say it's a $70 special, because by the time they take their money, you only gonna get $50. Groupon is really good. I know some people who will literally put it like $30, get like $15, and you will have a lot of clients coming in. If you just need clients, use Groupon. If you just feel like you cannot find anybody as a beginner, you post it, you passed out the flyers, because I know you didn't pass out a whole bunch of them. I know you didn't pass out whenever I say pass out flyers, I do not mean get a stack of 50, print it out and go pass those out. No, I mean go get a stack of at least 100 to 200. You put your ad on Groupon, and you know Groupon you don't even put a picture. It's like a stock image. You use Groupon and you telling me you don't have no clients, just exit, just get on out, because you are not doing something right. If you just feel like, oh, well, I want to do people for free, but I can't find people, then use Groupon. They only gonna be paying you pennies depending on what you put on there. So if you just put it like $20, $30 lash set, you'll have some people come in for really cheap, okay? The biggest thing right now is content. If you don't have anything, it does not matter. You literally could have been lashing for 3 years, and I've had some girls message me and they are not getting clients. And I will go on y'all's page and it's no lashes, it's nothing. And I'm like, okay, well, clearly this is your personal page. Okay, so I'm like, okay, where's your lash page? I don't have one. Ma'am, be so for real. Content, pictures, we need something. We need to know you do lashes. Tip number 3 is gonna be, do not overwhelm yourself. The lash industry is very much opinionated. Everybody has an opinion on everything. Do not overwhelm yourself because of somebody else's opinion of what you should or should not do. I've said it before, just like with the pre-made fans, easy fans, you'll have people tell you that you need all of these different things. Girls will come to a lash training and be like, Jordan, let me show you my cart. And I'm like, well, you are getting a full kit. I'm confused as to why you have an $800 Amazon cart, a glue shaker. If you able to lash, you can shake your own glue. Why are y'all buying that? But if y'all want to spend y'all money on it, then cool. I mean, if people gonna go out and buy it, then go ahead. Glue shakers, the misters, even in the beginning, primer and bonder, because it's not even going to be necessary in the beginning, because you don't even know what your own retention style is without any of that. You really don't need to overwhelm yourself with supplies and stuff. I'll do another Amazon favorites video for y'all, but truthfully, if you feel like lashing is expensive, it's really not. You have to break it down in the simplest form. You just need a flat surface. I know some people who started off lashing on an actual bed, a couch. I'm just saying this if you're in a struggle, okay? Like, I'm just saying this if you don't have it right now. Now, don't tell no strangers to come over to your house and you lashing them on the bed. Don't do that. Okay, now if you want to just lash your family and friends, but they need to be paying you so that after you finish them, you can get the lash bed, okay? But you don't need a lash bed if you just can't get one. You don't need it. You need lashes and glue and some tweezers and some tape. At one lash tray when I first started, this is why I tell y'all, the amount of money that I've made over $1 million just lashing. You do not have to start off with expensive products. So there's gonna be people telling you, do this. You're not a good lash tech if you don't do this. You need to do this. The only thing I'm gonna tell you, like I always say, is customer service. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm not gonna say what's good or what's bad. The only thing I'm gonna tell you is make sure that customer service is on point, because regardless, if you mess up on somebody, as long as you got good customer service, you are fine. I promise you. As long as you know conflict resolution, you know, you're not about to cuss nobody out because you messed up on their lashes or something. Like, understand that if you mess something up, it is your job as a business owner. You do have to fix it. But it's not like lashes is not like it's an unfixable service. We're not microblading over here, okay? We're not tattooing nobody's eyes. These are just semi-permanent lash extensions. Please do not be nervous to mess up on somebody, because as a beginner, it's gonna happen. And messing up can be different to different people. Whatever that worst case scenario is in your mind, there's a solution to it. I know one of my students, she was so nervous about spilling the glue ring, like spilling the glue on her client's forehead. And first of all, I told her, I was like, you should not have to worry about that, number one. And I took the glue ring and I literally turned it over and I was like, it's not gonna spill. It has a barrier around it. So as long as you do what I tell you to do in the training class, which is 1 to 2 drops, do not fill the whole glue ring. Now, if you got a whole glue ring filled with glue and it, you know, kind of turns over, then I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. When clients need to sneeze or something and you're doing their lashes, you can tell off of body language when you're that close to somebody's face when they're about to sneeze. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna tell you like, hey, I'm about to sneeze, or, you know, they'll put their hand up or something. It is scary when somebody sneezes and you got sharp tools close to their eye. That is true. But the worst case scenario is usually not gonna happen, or it is a fixable situation. If somebody comes and tells you like you finish a set and they don't like it, okay, what is the solution? Partial refund. I always recommend don't ever do a full refund because of your time and your supplies. Partial refund, or okay, lay back down and I'm gonna remove them. Do a removal and that's it. So don't let things like this discourage you from doing lashes if this is something that you want to do. So just do what feels comfortable for you in this industry, because a lot of people will tell you a lot of different things. You're gonna have one person over here telling you it's bad to do lashes for 3 hours. Like a set should not be longer than 3 hours, which is what I teach in my trainings, because don't nobody want to lay down longer than 2 hours to get their lashes done. That's my opinion and that's my clients' opinions. Then you'll have another trainer or people who are like, oh, I'm not going to nobody unless it takes them 3 hours. You as a lash tech, you figure out what you want to do. It's pros and cons to both. If you want to take 3 hours on a person, understand you can only take a certain amount of people in that day. I can get more people in a day. So people are like, how are you able to do 12, 13 people? Because they don't take me that long. If it took me 3 hours to do one person, I could not do 13 people. It'd be the next day by the time I'm done. So just understand that. So that's why I'm able to not charge $200-300 for a set compared to somebody who takes them 3 hours and they're charging $250-300. Just understand yourself as the lash tech and figure out what you need to do. The next thing is you want to think of this as a sport. So I've seen so many of y'all where it's like day 3 and y'all have just given up completely. You feel like you can't do it, or you'll be comparing yourself to somebody else's, or you'll be watching me in a training like, oh my gosh, it's not that easy for me. And I'm like, Well, I've been doing this literally in February of 2024. It's gonna be 6 years full time. This is my career, or I guess this was my career, but this was my career that I did. Like, I got up every single day, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and did this over and over and over and over again. So you are not. It's just like if you started tennis today. You're not gonna pick up a tennis racket and be Serena Williams tomorrow. And I need y'all to understand that with lashing, this is muscle memory. This is not just a quick little arts and craft. This is really muscle memory. If y'all have started lashing, or you know anything about like lashing the pinch method, you can pinch it. And I've taught so many people where I'm showing you to pinch it. There's a certain pressure point. You cannot just pinch. I'm pinching super hard right now compared to if I pinch right here. This is the actual way to pinch, and you're not gonna tell no difference by the video. But think of this as a sport. The more you do, the easier it gets. And it's hard in the beginning. It's hard to sit here and do somebody's lashes when you are like, oh my gosh, these lashes are curly. I've been here for 2 hours. My back is hurting. You know, you just kind of getting used to it. It is very hard. The first week I started lashing, I had tennis elbow. My elbow was hurting so bad because I was doing the pinch method too hard. So I was I was like overworking my elbow. You are not gonna take a training today and tomorrow be good at it. You can take a training today and have 10, 20 clients tomorrow. 20 is crazy. You can have 10 clients tomorrow. You know, if you know enough people, if you have friends and family, you absolutely could have 10 people tomorrow. Not saying that they all would be paying clients, but you could have 10 free people tomorrow if you really wanted to. The day after your training class, you absolutely could. Are you going to be able to finish 10 people? No, not that quickly. Maybe in a week, sure. Just understand that think of it as a sport. People who have been doing, like me, 6 years, I can do 13 people in a day and be fine. Back not hurting, hands not cramped up, elbows good, and go out to the club until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning right afterwards. When I first started doing lashes, I could not do more than like 4 or 5 people in the day without being completely exhausted. Like, I would literally take a bath, eat, get into bed, go to sleep, and wake up and do it again. But that was literally me training my body, because it don't happen overnight. Of course, you have to practice. And for some reason, when you tell the girls to practice, it's like, oh, well, I did for like 30 minutes. Okay, that's not enough. Be for real with yourself. That's not how you gonna get better. And I don't know what your trainer told you. I don't know if she told you to practice 30 minutes a day, but I'm gonna tell you, if you don't have any clients, you have way more than 30 minutes a day to practice this skill. This is a skill set. This is not just pinching the fan and placing it. How fast can you place this directly on the lash correctly? Because you can just place it and go, but is it gonna last? You have to place it at the correct angle. You have to make sure, like, it's a whole bunch. Take your time. Do not rush this process. Make sure you're putting in the time, the effort, and the energy, because just like with anything, you're not gonna see results if you do not put in the work. The next tip is stand on business super early in your business. And what I mean by that is, when it comes to your policies and procedures of how you want to run your business, hold your clients accountable. If you have a no call, no show policy to where one no call, no show, after they do that, they're blocked and they cannot book anymore, then you need to block them and they cannot book anymore. Or, you know, your late policy is, you know, after 15 minutes, their appointment is canceled, 10 minutes, whatever it is. Stand on business when it comes to your business. So the next tip is going to be, you need to at some point start upcharging, whether that means adding bottom lashes, upcharge your services. So you might have a $150 lash set. You can add on bottom lashes for $20, and then you can sell an aftercare kit. Make sure y'all are selling lash shampoos, because your clients are going to buy them. Whether it's $5 or $20, your client is going to be convenienced. Yes, they can get it on Amazon, but it would be easier if they bought it from their lash tech, and they're going to trust you way more than buying it off of Amazon. So make sure you have that. You can make it yourself, hand bottle. They have the bottles on Amazon. The sleep mask for lash extensions, you can sell those. It's tons of things you can sell. On top of, after 6 months, I definitely recommend you creating an ebook. Super easy to do. After 6 months in this industry, I feel like you have kind of found your path. Don't just, you know, write an ebook after 6 months and you've only done three clients. Like, don't do that. But after 6 months, you probably found your groove, how long it takes you, what's a popular set for you, your target audience. You can talk about these things as a beginner in an ebook. Just letting people know, like, okay, this is what I was told to do, but this actually worked. These products work best for me. As a beginner, I learned this type of way of marketing is better than this. Tons of things to talk about. Promote yourself as a beginner lash tech to other lash techs or aspiring lash artists, and create a community. This will help you on the passive income side, because I'm definitely going to recommend everybody has a passive way of making money. So definitely think about doing an ebook as a beginner after like 6 months. So that is it for all of my beginner tips. Hopefully these help you, and I will see you in my next video.